What's up guys, Rory here bringing you another YouTube video. Unfortunately I won't be able to get Shining Pearl up before I go on holidays tomorrow, so I was wondering what I would make instead, and I decided to do a haul from Dublin Comic Con. I went today with my cousin and my girlfriend and had a fucking brilliant day. If I seem out of it, I'm just really tired. But I got some really cool stuff and I thought about doing a haul. I was like, I don't know if people give a shit, but this channel is supposed to sort of be like a document for me to look back on, and it'd be kind of cool to have this here because I had a really good day and I'd like to show off some of what I got and then kind of discuss it, um so you can kind of get more of an insight into my nerd interests, and then we can talk about it. If you've read it or seen it or whatever, leave a comment and we can chat. That'd be kind of cool. First thing, and the highlight of my day, I got prints off my favorite YouTuber, Super Eye Patch Wolf, who I ran into outside the convention center and tried not to make a tit of myself. Probably failed. I then saw him later on in the artist's floor and talked to him for a good while. He was just such a gracious guy, really sound. Spent a lot of time talking to me, maybe like 10-15 minutes, which like they don't have to do. It might have been longer. They don't have to do that, but he was really sound. I didn't even have to buy the prints. I just wanted to because I really liked his work. I got 3 of them and I'm gonna stick them up on my wall. But they're fucking great. And getting to talk to him was really cool because he's just really inspiring to me. The way he does his long form videos, I'd love to be able to do. I just don't have the time to put in as much effort as he does. And he's just unbelievably talented too. So that was a huge highlight for my day. Then I got this Marvel Legends thing. Wolverine and Professor X from Logan. That's one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. And when I saw those, and I love Marvel Legends as well, so when I saw that, I was like, oh, I kind of got to pick that up. I also got this Marvel Legend figure, an old school Spider-Man from. It's the first appearance of the symbiote in the comics. I'd love to read more old school Spider-Man because I fucking love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man comics, so I'd love to read more old ones. I've only really read more recent stuff for Spider-Man. Speaking of reading comics, fucking Year One, Batman. Everyone gasses up Batman as like the best superhero of all time, and I'm not a big DC guy. I own one DC comic, which is a King Shark one, but I've never been into DC. Even DC movies, like I like the Batman. Dark Knight Rises is pretty good, but I tend to just bounce off Batman. I don't really care for him that much. But all my film nerds that I know are like, oh no, Batman's the best superhero ever because he's dark and cool and he doesn't have superpowers. And I'm like, that just sounds boring. But okay. So I don't want to make a video called Learning to Love Batman or whatever. Or, trying and failing, depending on how it goes. And I want to start. So that means I want to watch all the Batman movies, read more Batman stuff, and kind of see why people like him so much. And where better to start reading Batman than Year One, Well, maybe there is better ones, but I don't fucking know. I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm picking that up. Then I got this really cool t-shirt. If I could just get it out of the bag. Yeah. It's kind of sideways. Yeah. I think there's one selling these like printed t-shirts. And this is fucking sick. Ghost is one of my favorite Pokemon types. Purple is one of my favorite colors. So this was a no-brainer for me. It's really cute. It's really spooky. And there's some Pokemon on here that wouldn't always be on a t-shirt, And they're playing a Switch. I only just noticed that now. Yeah, there's some really good stuff there. So I got that. Really excited about that t-shirt. And then I got some manga at the con, wherever I left it. That's not it. I got... Where the fuck... Okay, so I go to this comic book store whenever I'm in Waterford. And I actually didn't know they had a stall here. I didn't know until after I bought it and I saw their card in the bag. But I got some manga. So I got Berserk Volume 3, which they didn't have 1 or 2, which kind of sucks. I know a bit about Berserk, again, from a Super Eye Patch Wolf video, and I decided to finally take the leap and start reading it. And I'm going to pick up Volume 1 and 2. I'm actually going to Waterford on Tuesday. I'm going to Tremor tomorrow and then Waterford on Tuesday, so hopefully I can pick up Volumes 1 and 2. If not, I'll just order them online, so that's fine. I got Kaiju number 8, Volume 2 because I actually own Volume 1. I haven't read it yet. I've heard great things and I'm excited to start reading it. I might bring these with me to Waterford. And then I got Assassination Classroom Volume 11. Right, I own the first 2 volumes of Assassination Classroom. It's my favorite anime. So whenever I see a volume, I just pick it up, even if it's out of order, because I eventually will own them all. So might as well get 11 while I see it in front of me. So I think that's pretty much everything I got at the con itself. Oh, I got this as well. My girlfriend got these little keychains. It's a little bat, so I put that on my keys. But they're really sick. She got some cool stuff too. That's everything I got at the con. Then I made the financial error of going to 3 other fucking stores after. So we went for a lunch in Nando's. That was dope. Then there's a comic book store just across the way. I'm not sure what it's called. I can't remember. And I got 2 things in there. I got this, which I've never heard of before. It's called Kururu Kill Me. You wonder why I bought this, right? Essentially, it's about a guy who's simping on a girl so hard, but she won't talk to him. She has no interest in him, apparently. So he decides to see her again by putting a hit on himself. So she will go and kill him because she is a professional assassin. And yeah, seems pretty sick. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm kind of excited to read that. It looks really funky, and again, you know, it looks pretty rad. So we'll be reading that. And then I also got, and this is probably one of my favorite hauls of the day, or favorite things of the day, Uzumaki, one of the greatest pieces of horror manga ever written. I really like Junji Ito's work. I was introduced to it again through Super Hyperactual's videos on the topic, and I love what I've read. I've read a few of his short stories, and I've seen some panels and things from Uzumaki. This is considered his definitive work, so I figured I might as well pick this up. He had some other stuff there, but this was the one that drew me. I was like, I need to read Uzumaki, so I'm very excited to read this. It's very freaky, and I love horror, so that was a no-brainer for me. Then, second to lastly, I went to the Warhammer store because I could not fucking help myself. And I got this, one of my favorite models from 9th edition, the Primaris Chaplain on bike. So I said to myself, if they didn't have him, I wasn't gonna get anything, because I was like, fuck it, man. Like, I've been eyeing up this bad boy for so long, and he can be used in any like Space Marine chapter, because I'm not gonna get too into it, but chaplains are just painted up black. So if I'm playing Black Templars, I can bring him. If I'm playing Salamanders, I can bring him. Doesn't really matter. So he's fucking sick. I love his helmet. You know, he's just a cool fucking model, and I really want him. So I got him. And then lastly, we went into Forbidden Planet. My cousin really wanted to go in there, so we went to Forbidden Planet. And I got Sakamoto Days, which is a very popular anime, an anime adaptation of this. I think there's actually, I could be wrong. I might have been mixing this up with Odd Taxi. I thought there was an anime adaptation of Sakamoto Days, but there might not be. But again, I saw this in a Super Hyperactual video as a really cool comedy, and I said I'd pick it up and read it because it looked really fun. So I am excited to get into that. I like supporting manga, and I hope that by me buying these, it's, you know, helps them not get cancelled. That's my goal. So yeah, that's my nerd haul. I spent way too much money, but it's okay because fuck it, it's fine. You know, I'm saving to emigrate, but I still have my savings that I haven't touched. So this is just my disposable income. And there's a lot of reading material here, a lot of cool collectibles and things. This fucking model alone could take me like 10 hours because I'm really gonna go ham with this guy. And then yeah, so much reading material here, and then some cool collectibles. So I'm really happy with today. I love Comic Cons. I love nerd culture to a point. Obviously, there's some toxic elements, but a lot of, especially online, but in person, these things are just like when I was younger, there was no massive nerd outlets really. I think the first Dublin Comic Con was like 2012, so I would have been 12, and I went up with my cousin, and there's this small, like, tiny thing. Well, not tiny, but it was pretty small. Like, today was huge. And just seeing all, like, you know, geek culture out and in full force basically took over the whole fucking city. And it was great. It was brilliant. I really recommend going to a con if you haven't before. I will be at one next year. I'll definitely go again. I will set aside more money before I go. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this message. I have been Rory, and I'll see you again next time. Peace.